Hey guys, Joeboy here. Got a short theory discussion video for you today. This one is going to be about the Revolutionary Army, Sabo, and their sort of ranking power scheme. So let's get into this. So as most of you are aware, Sabo is called the #2 of the Revolutionary Army. And using this, some people have speculated that perhaps he's actually the third highest ranking member of the Revolutionary Army. And they say this because #2 in previous examples has typically meant the third ranking. So for instance, in the Whitebeard Pirates, Ace was the 2nd Division commander of the Whitebeard Pirates, but was actually third in rank behind Marco and Whitebeard. The same is also true for how the Blackbeard crew is structured, where the commander of the second ship theoretically would be third in command behind the commander of the first ship, and then Blackbeard, who is the commander of all the ships. And so people use this logic to sort of explain that Sabo, despite being the #2 of the Revolutionary Armies, actually has the third highest rank. However, in chapter 824, we get a line from Brooke in which he states that Sabo, the #2 of the Revolutionary Army, is actually second in command, making him the second highest ranking member of the Revolutionary Army. And I'll say previously I believed that it was possible that Sabo could be the third highest ranking member rather than the second. But actually, after looking into this and looking at Brooks' quote and sort of analyzing and seeing what is actually going on here, I truly believe that Sabo is not the third highest ranking member. He is actually just below Dragon as the second highest ranking member of the Revolutionary Army. And I say this for a couple reasons. The first reason is that he's also called the Chief of Staff. And for those who don't know, the Chief of Staff, generally speaking, it acts as a mediator between the highest ranking official of some group and all of the other people below them. And like an example I can use for this is that the President of the United States, the person just below him in ranking within the White House, is the Chief of Staff. And the second reason why I think that he's actually just the second in command is that we're comparing this to examples that are different. We're looking at the Blackbeard Pirates and the Whitebeard Pirates, where Blackbeard and Whitebeard are commanders of fleets, where they don't need a particular ship or division. They're commanders of all the divisions. They're commanders of all the ships, whereas each of their people below them each command a specific division and a specific ship, whereas the Revolutionary Army is not structured in the same way. So I guess ultimately what I'm saying here is that maybe Brooke was telling the truth, and this is Oda's way of sort of clarifying some of the misconceptions within the One Piece community as to Sabo's actual ranking within the Revolutionary Army. I will say this though, I'm not exactly 100% sure how Brooke could know this other than just the title being what it is. Maybe he was just going off of implied meaning. I can't really say 100% for certain, but I do think that he was telling the truth and that Sabo is the second highest ranking member in the Revolutionary Army below Dragon. So to sum up my theory in simplest terms, it's going to be that something that currently doesn't exist in One Piece is going to continue to not exist, which is that Sabo is the #2, so there's not going to be somebody, a #1, because #1 is Dragon, so there's not going to be another person in the Revolutionary Army that we haven't seen stronger than Sabo. I do not believe that will be the case. Anyway, that's all I got for this. I wanted to keep it short and simple. This isn't necessarily something that's mind-blowing, but I did want to talk about this given it's related to a recent chapter. I meant to do this post earlier, but pushed it off, so I felt like now was a good time to do it. And tell me what you think. Let me know if I've convinced you that this theory is not true. Tell me if you still believe it to be true. Tell me if you